Good morning to all. Today we are discussing about commutation of DC generator. The process of reversal of current in the short circuit coil is known as commutation. The brief period during which coil remains short circuited is known as commutation. Reversal of current takes place in an armature AA dash when the armature conductors pass under the brushes. In the commutation period of interval of current in the forward and reversal current diagram. First of all, the diagram A, it will be represented for the 20 amps in forward as well as 20 amps in reversal. The perfect commutation in this period. Then B is the second one, then 20 amps plus forward plus 10 amps and forward, and also reverse the 20 amps in between the sharing of 10 amps. That is equal to perfect commutation. In next C, third option, then 20 amps in forward current in between the coil B 0 as well as the coil C current through reverse 20 amps. Both are equal to the 40 amps are equal. This is the perfect commutation. Then and also the next one is the fourth, 20 amps in forward current and reverse current 20 amps plus 10 amps. That is equal to share with the 40 amps. And then next diagram, the 20 amps forward current and reverse current for 15 amps. Then and also the reverse current of 5 amps. The reverse current, the total current is 35 amps. The reverse current in the not in the proper manner, that is excessive remaining of 5 amps will be, it will be create the spark. That is called commutation. That is called improper commutation. In practical manner, for example, 20 amps in forward current and remaining negative 20 amps in reverse current. So this is a practical commutation, perfect commutation. That is called ideal commutation. And the next dotted line diagram, it will be represented for 20 amps for forward current, reverse current for minus 15 amps. So their practical commutation, it will be create the spark. In the period of interval, that is called positive and negative, then time of commutation. The next diagram, period of commutations, it will be clearly explained. Positive and negative both are equal. That is called period of commutation in microsecond. And positive and negative improper completed. That means it will be create the spark. The next one, the diagram will be represented for the commutation plane. The plane of maximum induction. Next one, normal neutral plane, actual neutral plane. Then the total brush advanced for self induction, advanced for dischargation in the coil. The next, commutation process in interpoles in DC machine. Interpoles are connected in series. It will be reduce the commutation. In this diagram, it will be represented for in between the north pole and south pole, we are connected to the series winding in the center pole, that is called interpole in the DC generator. Application of DC generator, separately excited generator. These used for speed control of DC motor over a large range. These are used in areas whereas a wide range terminal voltage is required. Self-excited. First one, shunt generator. These are used to exciter for exciting the field of synchronous machine and separately excited DC generators. These are used battery charging because it is terminal voltage are almost constant or can be kept constant. Commonly used in ordinary lighting purpose and power supply purpose. In series generator, these are used for series winding, series arc lighting. The next one, series incandescent lighting, a series booster for increasing voltage across a feeder to compensate the resistance drop of the line because the rising characteristics. Special purpose such supplying field current for regenerative braking, DC locomotive, railway service. Constant current for welding. Then last one, compound generator. Compound generators are used to where constant terminal voltage have to be maintained for different loading conditions. Cumulative compound generator, these for domestic lighting purpose and to transmit energy over long distance and for heavy power service such as electrical railways. Differential compound generator, this use of this type of generator is very rare and its speed for special application like arc welding. Next topic, total losses in DC machine. Total losses, copper losses, iron losses, mechanical losses. Copper losses, armature copper loss, shunt copper loss, series copper loss. Iron losses, hysteresis losses, eddy current losses. Mechanical losses, friction losses and vintage losses. Total losses in a DC machine are copper loss, iron loss, mechanical loss. Copper losses are mainly due to the current passing through the winding. Copper losses, armature copper losses 30 to 40% of full load losses. Shunt field copper losses 20 to 30% of full load losses. Then third point, series field copper losses. Then armature copper losses is equal to Ia squared into Ra. Ra is equal to armature resistance, Ia is equal to armature current. Losses due to brush contact resistance is usually included in armature copper losses. Shunt field copper losses, ISH whole squared into RSH. RSH means shunt field resistance, ISH means shunt field current. Then series field copper losses equal to ISC whole squared into RAC. RAC means series field resistance, ISC series field current. Iron losses, magnetic losses 20 to 30% of load losses. First point, hysteresis losses. Second point, eddy current losses. Hysteresis losses, those losses due to reversal of magnetization of the armature core. Every portion of the rating core passes under north pole and south poles or alternatively, thereby attaining S and N polarity respectively. The core undergoes one complete cycle of magnetic reversal after passing under one pair of poles. P is equal to number of poles, N is equal to armature speed in RPM, frequency of magnetic reversal, F is equal to NP divided by 120. The losses depends upon the volume and Vmax, that means flux density maximum, and frequency of reversal. Hysteresis losses is given by formula WH is equal to V power 1.6 max F into V. V is equal to volume of the core, then N is a hysteresis coefficient. Eddy current losses, when the armature core rotates, it cuts the magnetic flux, hence the EMF induced in the body of the core according to Faraday's law, electromagnetic induction. This is EMF through small set of current in the body of the core to the small resistance. This current is known as eddy current. These core laminations are insulated from each other by thin coating of varnish due to the core body being one continuous soiled iron piece. The magnitude of the eddy current large as a armature cross sectional area is large, its resistance is small, hence eddy current losses is large. The same core has been split up, cross sectional very high resistance, hence the magnitude of the current. considered by reducing the eddy current. W is equal to K V squared F squared T squared V squared watts. Bmax is a maximum flux density. F is equal to frequency of the magnetic reversal. V is equal to volume of the armature core. T is equal to thickness of lamination. Hence, T should be kept as small possible. Eddy current losses is reduced by laminated core, but hysteresis losses cannot reduced by this way. Mechanical losses 10 to 20% of flow losses. First point, friction losses. Second point, vintage losses. Friction losses due to bearings. Vintage losses due to air gap between armature and pole shoe. Stay losses, rotational losses. Magnetic losses and mechanical losses are collective, known as stay losses. Losses are classified into two types. Constant losses, that means standing losses, WC. Field copper losses is constant. For shunt and compound generator are constant losses. So stay losses plus shunt copper losses are combined called constant losses. Various losses is equal to the losses which varies with the load called variable losses. Armature copper losses is known as variable losses. In series generator, shunt field and copper losses also to variable losses. That is, line current is equal to series field current and also armature current. The total losses is equal to armature copper losses plus constant losses. I squared into RA plus WC is equal to I plus I SH squared into RA plus WC. Total losses is equal to variable losses plus constant losses. Power stages. Various power stages in case of DC generator are shown in below. Mechanical input is equal to output of driving engine. Ion and friction losses. Electric power developed in armature, Eg into Ia, watt. Copper losses is equal to electric power output, Vi watt. Following the three generator efficiencies, mechanical efficiency is equal to total watts generated in armature, mechanical supplied is equal to Eg into Ia divided by output delivered. Electrical efficiency is equal to watts available in load circuit divided by total watts generated. V is equal to Eg into Ia. And overall commercial efficiency is equal to watts available in load circuit divided by mechanical power supplied. It is obviously that overall efficiency is equal to mechanical and electrical. For good generators, it is a value means of as 95 degree. Efficiency of DC generator. Efficiency of DC generator is defined as a ratio of output power to the input power efficiency. Efficiency is equal to output power divided by input power into 100. Input is equal to output plus losses, or output is equal to input minus losses. Condition for maximum efficiency. Generated input is equal to generator output is equal to V into I. Generated input is equal to output plus losses. Vi plus I squared into Ra plus Wc is equal to V into I plus I plus ISH whole squared into Ra Wc. However, if ISH is negligible compared to the load current, I is equal to I approximately, and efficiency is equal to output divided by input. Vi divided by Vi plus I squared into Ra plus constant losses, that is equal to Vi divided by Vi plus I squared into Ra plus Wc, that is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus I into Ra divided by V plus Wc divided by Vi. Now efficiency is maximum when denominator is minimum, that is when d divided by di is equal to I into R V divided by plus Wc divided by Vi is equal to 0. Then Ra divided by V is equal to Wc divided by Vi squared, or I squared into R naught Ra is equal to Wc. Hence generated efficiency is maximum when variable losses is equal to constant losses. The load corresponding to maximum efficiency is given by the relation. Here the characteristics of current and efficiency. Here I squared into RA is equal to WC, or I is equal to root of WC divided by RA. Thank you.